All right, you guys. Your first comedian, so happy to have him here. Please go with the very funny Bradley Fung. Everyone, please go with Fung. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Love the show. So happy that you're all here. Happy New Year, everybody. 2024. We're doing it. We're here. One of my New Year's resolutions is I'm trying to date more, and what they say is true, dating is a full-time job, so I'm trying to dress for the job I want. So I'm wearing a condom at all times now. These pants aren't the only things cuffed on me tonight, you know? And look, I'm into women, but if you're into men, I have a piece of advice. Like, if you ever go over to a guy's house, and you're not sure if he's clean down there, not sure if you want to touch that, I got a sneaky way to check. All you need to do is open his fridge and take a look at the top of his bottle of ketchup. I think that says a lot about a man's hygiene. Like, you ever see a bottle, you can't even close it because what he's letting accumulate on top? That is a red tomato flag, don't touch that man. You come to my house, I don't even have the bottle. I just got packets from McDonald's. Sex with me is fun-sized and disposable. Look, I realize that, man, we have an unrealistic expectation of sex because of porn, but I think ladies, you also have to admit you have an unrealistic expectation because of your vibrators. Let's talk about those. Not a lot of guys laughing. Well, look, I was with a girl one time, she brought one up. I looked at the specs on this puppy after. It put out the same revolutions per minute as the wheels on a motorcycle. I grew up playing piano. I think I'm pretty nimble. I can't outfinger a Harley. I'm gonna lose it every day. For the record, I am pro vibrator, same reason I'm pro Google Maps. Like, no matter how confident I seem, I have no idea where I'm going. I need help. And for me, I realize my biggest red flag is grown adults who go to Disneyland. That is gross. If you're a grown adult who regularly goes to Disneyland, you better be a pedophile, because that's less embarrassing than some of you are here. No. For me, I realized, aside from my high school girlfriend, every girl I've been with since was either bisexual at the time or came out as bisexual later. And all that means is, if you're a straight woman looking to explore your sexuality, my vibe is a good halfway. Like, if you want to start dipping your toes into being with a feminine body, but you don't want someone dipping too far into your feminine body, me. You don't want to wreck your hair when you fuck? Me too, babe. Like, I think it's really nice society. We're getting to a more inclusive state where, you know, you can love who you love. I think we realize the reasons against inclusion are silly. Like, I hate when you see online and someone's like, oh, society's getting too soft, our kids are getting too soft. First of all, why do you want our kids hard? Like, if hard kids are the goal, I think you're the danger, sir. But I think mental health is important as well, and I'm working on my mental health this year. I started working on it when I realized I started having boring nightmares. Terrifying. Like, no more like monsters under the bed or falling from space. I had a nightmare recently, my friend died. Boring! Like, not even from like an avalanche or something, just dead. But the scariest part of that wasn't them dying, the scariest part was all the work I had to do in the nightmare, like just flower shopping, casket selecting. Like, do you ever wake up from like a sexy dream and like you're like rubbing against your pillow? That's embarrassing. You know what's more embarrassing? Waking up and telling your pillow it's going to be okay. I knew I needed to make a change. Another resolution I have this year, I'm trying to be nicer to white people. Just recognize the accomplishments you've given to society. I feel like you had a rough couple of years. And I think white people's gift to society is reality TV. That is your gift to us. Now, my favorite is the cooking reality show, like Top Chef, Iron Chef. Those are some of my favorite shows that I watch at the dentist. Love those shows. I love those shows because of the casting. Like, out of 4 contestants, 2 will always be white guys, but then the producers always pick 2 of the same type of person to fill the other spots. The first option I like to call the edgy lady. Like, she has fresh produce tattoo sleeve, wingtips. Like, the name of her restaurant is always weirdly offensive. It's like, hi, next up we have Kristen from Kristen's Bitching Kitchen. Hey, Kristen. Calm down. But the other type, my favorite type, is when they cast a person of color, but then they put like different music whenever they're on screen to make it exotic. Like, they'll put captions, but only for them, you know? He's from Boston, he needs it. Like, no, I think representation is important, and it's still frustrating to me. I don't feel Asians represented in the workforce in all domains, and like growing up, I always wanted to be a cowboy. Didn't have any role models there, you know? Although I think Clint Eastwood was doing a racist impression of an Asian the whole time, just like squinting with his pants at his nipples. It's my father gardening. But then I thought about it, I was like, you know what, maybe Asians aren't supposed to be cowboys. I think it would be weird if you rolled up to a ranch and you saw me and I went, yeehaw! You'd be like, is he excited or is that his mom's name? Not sure how to feel about the ranch. Thank you guys for making it out. It's cold, so I appreciate you making the trek. I've been seeing some weird fashion choices lately. Like, I saw a guy a couple days ago in the rain, medical mask, Crocs on the feet. Most dangerous, safe person I've ever seen. Because as we know, no mandate anymore, but if you want to wear a mask, that's your choice. It's always been your choice not to wear Crocs outside. Crocs are the newborn babies of footwear. I don't care if you think it's cute, keep that shit inside. I don't need that. And I don't see Annie in the front row at least, so I think we're a trustworthy crowd, but I gotta be honest, I don't trust a man in a hoodie. And, stay with me. I know I sound like a white woman on Neighborhood Watch Night, but let me explain. There's a time and a place for a hoodie. If it's cold, wear your hoodie. But ladies, if you roll up on a date and your man's wearing a hoodie, run. Like, that's the same guy who will bite his lip in a family photograph. Not a good guy. Bad. But I got a second rule. If he is wearing a hoodie, that hoodie better have sleeves on it. Has anyone met this guy before? Hood, no sleeves? At the gym? Yeah. That guy sucks too. That guy says all the lyrics to Gold Digger. Not a good guy. Also bad. Honestly, I think hoodies were created for men who are too insecure to admit they like a scarf. Like, we all get cold necks. What isn't okay is, ladies, you found this legal loophole where you can steal men's hoodies without any legal retribution whatsoever. Like a girl can have a closet full of her ex's hoodies. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I just have 2 pairs of my ex's panties and I have a serious problem. I just do not think it's fair. I live in East Van, I love it there, but you see tons of weird shit. Like, I saw a dildo in the street, and first of all, you hate to see a stray. But also, it had big balls on it. I was like, why does a dildo have balls? To me, balls on a dildo are like the ends of a loaf of bread. Like, I get this is technically part of the whole thing, but keep these out of my sandwich, guys. I told that joke one time when someone said, Brad, the balls are the stopgap so they don't get lost inside. And hadn't heard the terminology before. But then I thought of a business idea. Like, I see so many things with choking hazard labels on them, we should slap some balls on them, save some lives. Like, lots of kids are choking on Hall wheels, they're screwing some truck nuts for the little guys. Big nods from the front, my man. Let's go to business. As you can see, I'm one of the Asian varietals, and look, I know Asians get a bad rap for our driving, but I don't need someone to project the expectation of bad driving onto me, you know? As a strong Chinese man, I suck at driving all by myself, thank you very much. Like, watching you parallel park is like watching someone vacuum the corner of a room. Waste of time. Despite this, the most dangerous person on the road is not the Asian driver. The most dangerous person on the road is the white cyclist. Some of you in here, 18 bottles strapped to their chest. They're going to Whole Foods, but they're dressed like they're playing laser tag. At the same time, I never understood people who own a sports car in the city. Like, having a car that goes 300 miles an hour is like having a dick that's 3 feet long. You're never going to enjoy all of it. And if you try, you're going to be enjoying it in your garage. Otherwise, it's definitely illegal. I'll end on this. My mom has always been very supportive of me, and when my sister was going to university for the first time, my mom told me, Bradley, I want you to tell her about what it's like. I was like, yeah, I'll tell her about class, parties, she'll be fine. She's like, no, This is serious. Put your shirt on. Warn me. She's like, no, I want you to talk to her about safe sex. And I mean, that was a really touching moment for me because in that moment, my mom thought I was having sex. Thanks so much. My name's Bradley. Have a great show, everybody.